Hello, guys. This is the Perpetuating Party of Patriots here today with another discussion video, I guess you'd say. And I like Fairly Oddparents. Now, I'm sure returning viewers know that already, but yeah, it's one of my personal favorite niche shows. I love the characters, I love the stories, and I love the writing, and I just think it's a very entertaining show. Now, something I've noticed in the when it comes to the overall general consensus of the show, it usually seems like most people really love the fourth season or really love the first four seasons, and other people will include five in that category. Same here. Some people really dislike five or just don't like it. Uh, a lot of people tend to dislike seasons 6 through 8, or I'll well, we'll get into that later. But and then for the final category, people tend to really hate seasons 9 and 10, which I can agree with that. The type of people or the group of people that I guess I'll kind of be focusing on a bit in this video are the people who dislike seasons 6 through 8, or in this video, I'm going to give my opinions on those seasons. Well, I made my opinion known on them before, but this one's going to be more in depth on that. Now, there's actually two camps when it comes to season 6 through 8. You have your people that think that these seasons were the start of the Dark Age, and the main reason they think that is because of one specific character or one specific thing, which I'll talk about at the end of the video, I guess, and explain why I think they take it too far. Or there are the other people, including me, that think these seasons are definitely weaker than the first five, but are not bad by really any means, and they definitely still have quality to them, and they're definitely not as bad as a certain other Nickelodeon show's 6 through 8 seasons. But yeah, basically in this video, I am going to explain why I do not think Fairly Oddparents seasons 6 through 8 are in the dark age of the show, or even started the dark age. But anyways, this intro segment's gone on long enough. Let's get to the actual reasons. Number one, the writing did not take a huge decline. Now, for reference, the show that I mentioned with its season 6 through 8 is SpongeBob, and I'm kind of going to be comparing SpongeBob and Fairly Oddparents when it comes to their seasons in this video. Now, I do not like SpongeBob season 6 through 8. In fact, I'd kind of say I'm on the verge of hating them, honestly. And the reason why I do really dislike season 6 through 8 of SpongeBob is pretty much everything took a decline. The writing was considerably worse than the previous seasons. It was just really childish and just not fun to listen to. Pretty much nearly every character had been flanderized except for Squidward and Plankton. They were okay, they were still themselves, but everyone else took a huge decline, and the episode streak was really fucking bad in season 6 through 8 of SpongeBob, and didn't pick up until 9. I don't think Fairly Oddparents has those issues when it comes to these seasons. Now, I definitely think the first 5 seasons are more well written than 6 through 8 than season 6 through 8, but the writing in these seasons are not bad. They're actually pretty good. And crap, I'd actually say they did improve some of the. Now these are kind of minor cases, but I think there were some things, there were some jokes in the previous season, season 5, that were there that they just kind of got old. One of the biggest ones would probably be the Cosmo and Wanda marriage jokes. They got very repetitive in 5. And season 6 through 8 actually took that aspect out. And when it comes to the episode streak in season 6 through 8, now season 7, in that one, some of the more really bad episodes did kind of start to form, but for the most part, these seasons were mostly pretty solid in terms of their episode streak, especially season 6 and 8. Now, 8, I'm kind of cheating because there's only 5 episodes, but all 5 are pretty good, and with season 6, there's also really good episodes, like the Fairly Odd Olympics, and especially the Wishology. That's really good. Anyways, now on to the next reason. Reason number 2. The characters, not only did they not necessarily get hugely flatlanderized, but for certain characters, they were actually improved. Okay, that was a bit of a long intro little statement, or I guess opening segment there, but yeah, to kind of repeat what I said, unlike SpongeBob, now I kind of mentioned this in the first reason, but this one will go more in depth, but Fairly Odd Parents, the characters remained pretty consistent, and yeah, they didn't flanderize really anything about them. Like, the characters are still entertaining, and I'd actually say in certain instances they actually improved some of the characters. Well, mainly one character I think they improved, and that character is the main man himself, Timmy. Now, this is a kind of another minor, I guess you'd say, problem with season 5. Now, let me just say this: I do like season 5. I really do. It's one of my favorite seasons. But one thing that was also kind of annoying, alongside the constant Cosmo Wanda marriage jokes. Sorry for the stuttering, but another issue I kind of had with it was I don't know why, but they made Timmy a huge fucking dickhead in this season. Now, Timmy hasn't always been like this, like, super nice all the time, but he's kind of like a mixture of a dickhead and also a sweetheart, I guess you'd say. Where, yeah, he definitely had his childish moments, but he was still a really good-hearted kid. But in season 5, they were kind of just ramped up the dickhead factor, and yeah, it kind of got annoying. Season 6, they actually, I guess you should consider this character development, but they actually brought back his really likable side in this season. And one of the episodes that I think proves this more, or proves this the most, is, well, the Wishology, which I referenced before. There is something that Timmy does in that episode that I think is really, not only heroic, but really fucking cool. Timmy actually puts his life on the line, not only to save his friends, but to save his enemies too. And yeah, I don't really think I need to explain that much, but that's really fucking cool of him to do, and very selfless, I guess you'd say, as well. Like, that was a really cool moment for him. And I don't think I have any more reasons, but if I don't have any more reasons, then I will jump into the final segment. Okay, now to close this video off, we are going to be talking about, or I'm going to be talking about, the common reason why I see these seasons get shit, and why I don't think it's very justified. Or maybe it kind of is in certain instances, but to how far they take it is where I guess you could say I take an issue with it. Now, this was the first season, well, season 6, was the first season to actually bring on a new main character. And, well, I think they may have brought in a new character because, I mean, Fairly Oddparents, I think, originally got canceled in 05 or 06, and then they brought it back in 08. But they brought on a new character, and that character is named Poof, who is the baby of Cosmo and Wanda. Now, people really do not like this character. Like, he's one of the most hated characters probably in any TV show ever. Well, at least in cartoons. But yeah, I am going to be completely honest here. I didn't really find Poof all that bad. Now, do not get me wrong, he was definitely annoying in certain instances. Well, I mean, baby characters can be kind of annoying. I mean, look at Rugrats, but Poof really was actually pretty tolerable, in my opinion. He wasn't that insufferable, or he wasn't really even insufferable. It's just, he was kind of annoying to me. Although, here's another positive aspect to Season 6 itself that the introduction of Poof actually brought. There was a kind of big brother, little brother dynamic with Timmy and Poof in Season 6, and I don't know about you guys, but I think it's pretty sweet, and I think it's a very nice addition to this season. Now, here's where I think they take the hate for Poof way too far. There are people that I have actually talked to and have seen say that the reason why 6 through 8 were bad, or even just straight up the reason why the show got ruined, was solely because of Poof. Now, not everyone I've seen has just used Poof as the sole, or even in certain cases, the only reason why they say the show got ruined. But there are quite a bit of people that just say, "Oh well, Poof is a character," and they say that's why the show got ruined. I'm looking at you two, but yeah, here's why I think that's an unjustified reason. Now, while you are allowed to dislike Poof, like that is your opinion, I think it's really unjustified to cast aside 3 whole seasons solely because of the introduction of a certain character you don't like. Now, I know that's kind of hypocritical. Well, I don't know if I'd really say it's hypocritical, but I mean, 9 and 10, yeah, they sucked, but and it was also seasons that introduced a new character, but I think the main reason why those seasons were bad weren't just because they introduced a bad character. It was because not only did they introduce bad characters and really annoying ones at that, but the writing took a huge decline in those seasons too. So it wasn't just the one character that was kind of annoying. Well, in Chloe and Sparky's case, really annoying. Yeah, they weren't the sole reason why they took a huge decline. It was because of the show's writing itself. Now, with Poof, yeah, he was kind of annoying, but the writing didn't take a sharp decline like 9 and 10 did. And again, unlike Chloe and Sparky, again, I personally thought Poof was pretty tolerable. And again, I think season 6 through 8 were not only did I think they were truly the last seasons that actually had passion put into them, but I also wouldn't say they started this huge decline of the show. And I think the people that say that Poof is the reason, or Poof ruined the show, I think they're over exaggerating and overreacting. But yeah, that again, this video is just my opinion. You're allowed to disagree, but yeah. Anyways, see you guys in the next video.